Today I want to talk about the game that everyone's been talking about, Pokemon Go. Just came out actually a few weeks ago in Canada, and it's been released. And I actually just really got intrigued by everyone talking about it on social media. And I thought to myself, wow, like I haven't had this many people talk about a video game, even my friends who are not even into gaming. So I thought I'd check it out. And so, I want to talk to you about my initial impressions of it, as well as some of the potential that I think it has. So, mind you, I still haven't really gone that deep into it. I just, initially have gone into it and got the basic concepts of walking around, finding different Pokemons and catching them and things like that. So, I'm still escalating on those levels. But, I think this actually could have some potential actually to really bring some new concepts of gaming, particularly with bringing people together and interactivity. What will be interesting to see is how long this game lasts. Will we have other games that will spawn that will have the same sort of concept, which is what my feeling is what will happen. I live in Toronto, Canada, and basically being a Canadian is somewhat like of an East Coast city when you compare it to the U.S. We have certain good months of good weather. So basically, summer is great right now. We're in summertime. Spring is not bad, and fall is okay. But I can't see anyone want to playing this on in the wintertime. So I actually live close to a lakefront where there's a lot of tourists, a lot of parks, and I see crowds of people just gathering together and playing it together. And I'm really just amazed at the fact that you see all walks of people playing it. But I don't foresee that happening in the wintertime. So we'll see about that. And with the success of the game, with that will spawn clones, right? So it's kind of like MMOs, like with World of Warcraft opened up a new concept. Well, they took a concept that was done before and made it better. If you talk about like the Ultima Online sort of concept and things like that, but they did it best. And and then they had dozens of WoW World of Warcraft clones. So I think that's gonna maybe happen. I mean, there's certain things obviously that might feel, when people want to initially, get into this game, is that it does feel kiddish and it is cute and all that sort of stuff, which is great in that it's got universal appeal. But if you're, a grown adult, that might detract you from playing it, right? So I think definitely it's got some great benefits in the sense that it brings people together. It's also getting people who are not typically into gaming into gaming, and admitting that video games have their value. But when I look at the dynamics of it, it's almost like you see people walking around all the time and they're just like in front of their screen, and sometimes they're with a friend with it, but it still kind of looks like that same introverted mode where people are playing games and just taking it outside, right? I still have, again, yet to, I've joined a couple communities, but I've still yet to really immerse myself to the point yet where I really have a real opinion on the level of, connections and social connections that made out of it. But I certainly would like for that to be the case. I mean, one of the reasons that I played MMOs was to have more social connection and more interaction, and I found a lot of people didn't do that. People would just be really concerned more about questing and then not talking after the fact and hanging out after the MMO world, which I found really disappointing. I mean, I know it does happen, but not on an easy level. Unless you're like a whatever level 80 warlock or in Warcraft. So that's why I got away from MMOs, and I want that aspect, which I feel to get that right. So if I can get that, and I think there's a better chance of that because you have that more face-to-face time with people. They see you, they get to know who you are, right? I think gaming's been in a bit of a lull lately. There's no real massive new concepts coming out. I think the Oculus Rift, which is a virtual reality headset, is something that could do that, bring something new to the table. price point has to come down a little bit. Right now, it's a little bit steep for the average gamer. But generally, the graphics in this generation, things have gotten better. We have some level of connectivity with internet gaming and stuff like that, and playing online. But nothing really massively new has come out, and I feel a lot of stuff is sort of kind of a little bit of a standpoint, right? So we do need some new concepts or new ways of gaming, I think, to come out, and this could be it. It's great in the sense that it's on an easy to access platform, which is essentially your phone, which these days everyone has. So overall, my experience so far, my first impression with the Pokemon Go game has been great. I don't think it's going to be a long-lasting trend. I give it to maybe to the winter time, to be honest with you, to see how it goes, and then see if I'm proved wrong, and maybe there'll be some clones and different versions of that. But I think it definitely might prove a new concept in gaming and casual gaming and interacting with people. So we'll see what happens, and I'm interested to see what happens, and I'm interested in exploring the game more myself. And but overall, my experiences of the game have been fairly good. So that's about it for now.